Call me Chef Boyardee because I do be already chefing, you know? And sometimes when I be chefing, I do make some mistakes. And today I'm taking you down a little bit of a trip down memory lane for me and just describing probably one of the most catastrophic culinary dishes that I've made in my entire life. What I usually do is I make my meals in advance for the entire week just because it's easier for me to reheat shit and like do all the cooking on Sunday. And you know, I go to the gym, and the holy pinnacle of gym food is chicken. And as a result of like not trying to get bored of eating the same food over and over again, I do try to look up different ways and different techniques of preparation for the chicken so that I do not, you know, get bored of it and just am miserable the entire time eating my lunch. With this experimentation, sometimes you fly too close to the sun and sometimes you make just absolutely terrible decisions. And I need to talk about the worst catastrophe of my culinary expeditions that I've ever made. And of course, this recipe involves chicken. I wouldn't have talked about chicken like 2 seconds ago if I wasn't talking about this chicken massacre that I did. And this has actually been such a bad catastrophe of just culinary miscues, misguidedness that has become kind of a joke between me and my friends. Whenever I say I made something with chicken, they say, "Oh, did you make this again?" And it is permanently put a tarnish on my legacy of my ability to cook food in general. So I'm going to show you the picture that I took because yes, I did take a picture of it. And what you are going to see now is and has forever been labeled as the chicken bin. So right here is the chicken bin. It is a bin full of chicken. It kind of looks okay. It kind of looks like I just like ripped it apart with my fucking hands and then put it in a bin. But it does look, you know, you kind of really can't tell the preparation tactics here. You can't really tell what the hell is going on other than that there is a bin and there's chicken in it. And let me run you down. Let me give you a little rundown on what happened, like what led up to this chicken bin expedition being produced. I decided, what if I try to bake the chicken breast? Now, obviously, this is not like a one of a kind, unique strategy for me, to, you know, or for that I made up for cooking chicken. But I got my chicken breast, cut off the fat, and then I seasoned it in a bowl. And you know what? I know you're wondering, well, why does that chicken look awfully orange? I doused that shit in buffalo sauce to make it so that the buffalo seeps into the chicken and will taste like buffalo. And also because I thought, you know, because I'm baking it, it's probably going to be a little bit dry after it gets baked for 20 minutes. I think I put it at like 400 degrees for 20 minutes. I fucked it up the first time. I almost gave myself salmonella because I cut open to it and that shit was pink as hell. And then put it back in for like another 10 minutes. And then, you know, it produced cooked chicken breasts all the way through. And I know now you're curious on what produced the shapes of the chicken you're looking at here. And I tried cutting it up with a knife because, you know, obviously I want to eat a bunch of chicken at one time. I needed to, you know, meal prep it and ration out the balance and the numbers of the chicken. And so I had to cut it up. And this is what the cut up chicken looked like. I do not know why it looks like I ravaged it absolutely. I think the knives that I had are just like needing to be cut or not cut sharpened because they did not do a good job at cutting. I also think I did not cut with the grain of the chicken in any capacity. But as a result, we get the chicken bin here. And I know you're wondering, no, I did not just eat the chicken alone by itself. I also ate it with rice, white rice, to add to the blandness, as well as some broccoli. And the first go of this chicken in the chicken bin, I ate it, and you know, we're not going to believe it, was really fucking dry. So I added more buffalo sauce the second time around. Didn't particularly make it better. You would think that, like, at least maybe this would taste good. Didn't really taste the best out of all my ways of preparing chicken. If anything, it just produced one of the most catastrophic images that I've ever made. And it will forever be leaving a tarnish on my legacy as a chef because now the chicken bin will always be referenced whenever I mention making any sort of chicken at all. And I have some bad news for you who are fans of the bin that the chicken is in. I did accidentally fuck up one time, forget that I left the stove open, placed the bin on to a lit electrical like stovetop, and it melted the plastic and made it entirely unusable. So I had to throw out the plastic bin that the chicken was in. So honestly, it might be a good thing because everything involved with this chicken bin catastrophe is now just permanently gone. I mean, like, I think the bin is just was permanently tarnished by having this chicken in it, the way that it looks. And so we will now have to just accept that the chicken bin is a memory in history that will be forever immortalized by this video and by an inside joke of my friends of the beloved chicken bin. I really hope that I will never have to make another one of these videos going around my culinary catastrophes. I think I learned from my worst mistakes and I will never recreate the chicken bin again. Oh my god, this, caused a lot of hoopla among the Discord server that I'm in with my friends. Because, geez, they did not let me let this down. And I am now permanently scarred from sending any sort of my food into the Discord for fear of another chicken bin incident. That's what I gotta say for today. Keep on experimenting with your food, but for the love of God, do not do a chicken bin mistake like I did, or you will never be able to live down the errors of your ways. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.